Hello everyone, my name is Alejandro. I'm a computer science student here in Spain. In concrete, my field of study is hardware and computer architectures, and today I'm going to talk you about neuromorphic chips. What do you think they are? Well, in the present, we are using computers to do all the AI work, and it has a lot of concerns and issues, because when we try to replicate our intelligence, we need a lot of computing power to do it, and for that we need a lot of energy. And if we try to build more complex systems, they will need more and more energy, and this is really a problem for us. So I'm going to show you some news about how in the present we are trying to mimic how our brain works and do silicon circuits that mimic our neurons, our interconnections, etc. So here I have some news to show you. I will not go in depth in all of them, but I will highlight some comments. One thing deep learning failed to mimic is the energy efficiency of the brain. Neuromorphic hardware can fix that. What's the problem here? As you know, our brain is capable of doing amazing things and capable things, and we don't spend a lot of energy or all the things that we eat, and that's not a lot, trust me, if you compare to how much we are using in big computers or supercomputers. And scientists from all over the world are trying to approach this problem. As you can see, we are trying to mimic neurons. We are trying to build microchips with a lot of little neurons. This is a good idea, and it's a problem too, because it's a two race. I will try to explain myself this way. We in the present don't know how really our brain works. We are studying it, and we are trying to mimic something that we don't really understand. That's a good way. That's a good way to really know how our things work inside our head. And this is going to help too in our neuroscience investigations. In this you can see that neuromorphic computing implements aspects of biological neural networks as analog or digital copies on electronic circuits. The goal of this is to approach twofold: offering a tool for neuroscience to understand the dynamic process of learning and development in the brain, and applying the brain inspiration to generate cognitive computing. So this is a field where you can study how our biological functions work and how to apply them to machines, and in the reverse way, how we approach in the machine way and how we understand from the brain. One of the companies that already has a prototype is Intel. Intel has Loihi, and it is a prototype of a neuromorphic chip. So as you can see here in the highlights, it emulates the neural structure of the human brain. Loihi research chip includes this amount of neurons. Do you think that it's amazing? Well, it is a funny fact, and I will show you that indeed this is just the surface of the problem. So as you can see, there are collaborations on next generation AI extend to worldwide industry and academic research. And how many neurons do you think we have in our brain? Well, Indeed, we have 86 billion neurons, and each one has their infrastructure and connections inside of our heads. It's just amazing, and we are trying to replicate all of that. As you can see, it's in a baby form project, but it's the future of all of this. And I do believe that this is the approach that we need to take on the hardware and artificial intelligence, because computers, they are really capable of doing things, but they are not the next evolution of artificial intelligence. Computers, they are going to still exist, of course, in the future as tools as we using now, but the real revolution, it is not started, it's coming. So one last thing that I wanna make you think about is to think widely. Why we don't combine our biological ways to function, like how Mother Nature made us and how circuits and machines are. So this last news is about programmable protein circuits in living cells. So we are making living circuits. Imagine that we do living circuits for artificial intelligence. I do believe that this is the good approach, because it's how our evolution as human being is going. What do you think about this? Are you interested of it? So guys, I will leave you all the links of this news, and I hope that you understood me and I hope that you may be interested in all this world of artificial intelligence and neuromorphic chips.